As far as the three most important issues for the Commonwealth's Attorney's race, I think first and foremost it would have to be public safety. I think everybody understands that the sheriff's office or the police department, depending on your jurisdiction, is the chief agency in charge of public safety. I think that's why you elect a sheriff, that's why you hire a chief of police, to make sure the citizens are safe. As a matter of fact, I think it's the primary responsibility of local government to make sure the citizens are safe. What people don't realize as much is that the Commonwealth Attorney, the public prosecutor, is as responsible for public safety as any law enforcement official. A law enforcement officer can make an arrest on a street, can bring the person to justice, but unless that case is prosecuted diligently, fairly, competently, that defendant, that suspect, that person that committed the crime is going to go free. If that happens, then the whole system breaks down. So first and foremost, I think that the Commonwealth's Attorney's race is about public safety. Second, I think the Commonwealth's Attorney's race is about experience. You have to have a competent, experienced prosecutor doing the job. Just as that you wouldn't want to have an inexperienced criminal defense attorney handling any particular criminal case, you wouldn't want an inexperienced, incompetent Commonwealth's attorney prosecuting that case. I have certainly the experience to do this job. I've been doing it for the last 22 years, and so I think the second issue behind a Commonwealth's attorney's race, and specifically this race, is one of experience, and I have that experience. I think the third issue for this race, as with any public office, is that of public service. I think a lot of people, especially lately, are used to politics being about personal ambition. It's certainly not about that for this job. It's not about this for me. I am all about public service. I've been doing the job for 22 years. I've been prosecuting cases in Stafford County for 22 years. I know the job, and I've been dedicating my entire life to public service. The Commonwealth's Attorney, it's not a job. It's a way of life. It's something that you do. It's something that you are, and I've been doing that for a long time. In addition to the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, I guess as part of that, I've been doing a lot of community volunteerism. I've been on the ASAP board, the Alcohol Safety Action Program board. I've been on that board for over 12 years. I was on the Fredericksburg Stafford Park Authority board for 12 years. I was on the board of directors of the Downtown Greens Community Garden. I'm a board member of the National District Attorneys Association. As a matter of fact, the National District Attorneys Association represents all prosecutors throughout the country, and I'm the only assistant Commonwealth's attorney in Virginia ever to be elected to that board of directors. I do training for the schools. I do training for the Law Enforcement Academy. I do training for prosecutors throughout the state, and I've dedicated my life to public service. It's what I do day in and day out, and it's what I'd like to keep doing. So I think those are the issues. I think it's public safety, it's experience, and it's public service, and I think I embody all of those three attributes for this office. Okay.
Could you talk a little bit about why voters in Stafford should select you as the next Commonwealth's Attorney?
Well, I think we've been doing it right in Stafford County. A lot of people don't know what the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office is and what it does. When I go around speaking to people, knocking on doors, people think that the Commonwealth Attorney is somehow connected to the county and representing the county in civil matters. The Commonwealth's Attorney is the public prosecutor. In some states they call us district attorneys. In Virginia they call us Commonwealth's attorneys. And we are the people's prosecutor. It's such an important job, and I think one of the reasons that people are maybe not so attuned to knowing what the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office does in Stafford County is because we're doing our job so well. We're keeping the county safe. Our crime rate is lower than most jurisdictions around us, and I think that's because of our great partnership that we have with the Sheriff's Office and the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office and the way we handle the criminal cases in Stafford County. As I said before, I think this race is all about experience, and I certainly have that experience. As I go throughout the state doing training, I've found that the Stafford Commonwealth's Attorney's Office has a reputation of being one of the finest Commonwealth's attorneys across the state. Personally, I was selected as the Prosecutor of the Year in 2008 That's all of my fellow Virginia Commonwealths attorneys selected me as the best prosecutor in 2008. That's the type of office we have, that's the type of job I've been doing, and that's the type of legacy that Dan Chichester, who's been Commonwealth's attorney in Stafford County for quite some time, has built up. I'd like to continue that legacy, continue the idea of tough and fair prosecution. When I go into court, I want to know that we're doing our job the best way that it can be done. That's the way we've been doing it, certainly for the 22 years I've been there, and that's the way it'll continue to be done if I'm selected as Stafford's next Commonwealth's attorney.